So I was planting some sunflower seeds today, and I just wanted to show you real quick how I'm doing it. So you can see I've already prepared some pots here. These are actually cord pots. I got them from Greenhouse Mega Store. You can get the pots and the trays there, and they were just the perfect size. These are the 4.5-inch pots, and they were the perfect size for my shelf. So before I was using these pots, I was actually using the red party cups, which they work okay, but after the tomatoes get a little too tall, then they start to tip over really easy, and it was just kind of a pain last year, so wanted to get something a little better this time. And so you have my seeds here. These are a couple of different packs of sunflower seeds. And oh, what's that guy doing there? Anyway, so you can see I got a few different varieties here of sunflowers. I got Sunspot. Those are supposed to get to be like a couple feet tall. Gigantus, Mammoth. I wanted to get a few that get to be like 8 to 10 feet tall. But then I also got a few small ones here too. These are dwarf varieties, Cocoa Sun, or Choco Sun actually, and Sunny Smile. Those only get to be about a foot to a foot and a half tall. So those will be kind of fun just to sprinkle around, just put around my watermelon bed, see what happens. I'm hoping that they'll maybe attract some bees and maybe some birds to help eat the hornworms. I had the very first year I had my garden here, I had a pretty big issue with hornworms, but second year it wasn't so bad. So this year I'm hoping it still won't be that bad. I found a few creative ways to deal with them, like using UV light to see them in the dark and things like that. So I think we'll be all right. So anyways, this is how I'm preparing the pots. Usually in the previous years I would buy the Fox Farm Happy Frog soil to start my seeds, but this year I just don't really want to spend too much money on starting seeds and stuff like that. So what I'll be using is this extra tub of soil I've had here, which is just soil that I've dumped out of pots that I've used before and things like that. It's just a big mix of like the Happy Frog soil, peat moss, vermiculite, perlite. I'm sure there's a little bit of worm castings in there, just all kinds of random stuff in there. So it's still going to be pretty good soil. What I'm going to be doing here is just getting a handful, dropping it in, a little bit more, like that. And then I got my bucket of compost over here. Just got this compost from the local nursery, and a handful of that. And then I'm going to do another handful of this soil. And yeah, a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and then now that I have that all full like that in there, what I'm going to do is over here, this tub is just a big mix of a lot of organic fertilizer that I had left over. It's the Espoma Garden Tone, and then there's also some dolomite in there, which is basically garden lime. And then looks like all the white powdery substance is Azomite, rock dust. So I just had all this stuff left over, and I figured I would just dump it all in there, mix it all up. Oh, there's also some kelp meal in there too, which really helps to reduce stress from the plants and things like that. So I just dumped it all in there, mixed it all up really good with a shovel, and then what I did, so you can see I already put some on these pots. What I did was just mix it around a little bit, grab a little handful, and just sprinkle a little bit on, like that. And then, see? And then what I'm going to do is just kind of just mix it into the top a little bit. And this will be good enough, between this and the compost, it will be good enough for the plants to grow for 8 weeks, all the way until I need to put them outside. I'm going to put all my plants outside around between April 1st and April 15th, which seems to be the perfect time in this area, which is, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, so that's really the perfect time. It's not too cold, it's not too late, and that's kind of the time frame that I've done in all the previous years, and it's worked out really well. So I'm going to keep doing that. There's a few gardeners here that like to plant outside a little earlier than I do. Steve Harpster, he's a really good gardener in Vegas. You should check out his channel. That Steve likes to start his plants even a little earlier because he has some extra space, so he has the room to have a lot of plants going, and then he takes them outside right now while it's warm, and then he brings them back in on the really cold nights, and he's been able to be really successful like that. And last year, I think he said that he had tomatoes in May, which was about a month earlier than I had tomatoes, so that just shows right there that worked out really well. And that's pretty much it. It's all mixed in there now, and next step would be to open my seeds and just drop a seed in each pot. That's pretty much it. Let's see, I'll do a couple here. Let's try this one first. We'll do the organic sunflower Russian mammoth. And you can see I already got all the tags ready to go, so I know how much of each one here. So this is where these are going to go. I'm going to do two pots with the Russian mammoth. So hold on one second here. I'm gonna open this seed packet. So there's 25 seeds in this seed packet. There we go. Yeah, see, they just look like normal sunflower seeds. So I'm going to just since I only want two of these, so I'm just going to put 2 seeds in each pot. Oops, not 3, just 2. And then so then that way, just in case one doesn't germinate, there's a backup. And then once they get a few inches tall, I'll just cut out the one that the weakest one. Okay, and then I'll just bury them, cover them up, bury this one. Alright, that's pretty much it. Got my watering can here. I like to give them a really good soaking because this was just dry soil and compost, so I'm gonna give it a really good soaking, let that soak down a little bit. And what I'll probably do after I'm all done planting all these seeds is I'll just give every single pot another really good soaking, just so they're soaked all the way down to the bottom, and then they're good to go. Alright, thanks for watching.